Hey guys, welcome into today's daily documentary. Real quick before you watch it, if you go to the Rick and Bubba store right now, hunting season will be here before you know it. You can get this incredible item to keep your coffee hot or your cold drink cold at 25% off while they last. Put in the promo code ADLER, A-D-L-E-R, get 25% off on this item. Enjoy the daily documentary. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Well, this Japanese study is trying to figure out why ice cream makes people more mentally alert and more mentally ready and to perform. It's nothing in the ice cream. It's that ice cream makes you happy. No, they don't say some of us scream, then a few more scream, and then a group of people scream for ice cream. No, I scream, you scream, and then we all scream for ice cream.
Confidence is very high. Maria is not going to get into the Gulf. In the best possible case is that it stays offshore, which is a distinct possibility. So we'll just have to keep waiting and watching. We'll see how it goes. So, and again, one more thing, guys. This is the climatological peak of the hurricane season. The world is not ending. This is what's to be expected. It has been so quiet for so long. People have forgotten what it's like to have a routine hurricane season.
Yeah, this is more normal than
typical.
anything.
That's typical for somebody who's a non-believer in climate change. That's typical.
Well,
typical. What's next? Head in the sand? Is that right, James?
and you know, like we've got another one on the board now called Lee that's fizzling out. It is dissipating. It's been a weak system in the middle of nowhere, and dry air and wind shears choking the thing off. So,
well, I hope it's not called Robert E. Lee, or that thing's really going to do some damage.
Oh, brother.
Bubba, this is what was offensive. Get you look there at RBTV.
I know. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Cotton is used in a lot of centerpieces. I see Betty used it a lot of times and stuff.
Well, there you go.
Not that I keep up on centerpiece.com or anything.
I mean, cotton. Yeah, I have that. In my, Lisa bought it at Hobby Lobby. It's in my house.
And I'll have to give credit. Now, she did have some idiots with her, but a lot of people absolutely said, have you lost your
Well,
mind?
wait a minute. The president was at Lipscomb College had to do the same thing because he had he invited some people over, some were African American. They had a centerpiece. And he had to apologize. Yeah. Hey guys, it's cotton. Hey, drinking the muscadine juice this morning?
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
That's
It's
good stuff.
muscadine.
I've been drinking it at home. It's great.
It's good stuff.
It's not going to be like grape juice.
No, it's grape juice, but
Okay.
it's better grape juice. Good juice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like apple juice mixed with grape juice,
What does
kind
it say
of.
here? It says the king of the superfruits.
That's a claim.
The mighty muscadine. There you
That's
go.
a claim.
That's it.
King of the superfruit.
End zone celebrations. It's almost like the NFL players forgot that had been okayed the first week.
Right.
And they really got back into it this week.
Well, it's good. It was a lot of fun. I wish at the college level that the referees would show some discernment. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like having a bunch of Pharisees out there. Yeah. I mean, if somebody does something that's clearly thought out and it's in somebody's face on the other team and it's taunting them, flag them. If it's just exhilaration and emotion, put the flag in your pocket and get out of the way. If something's just erupted and it's emotion and it didn't give anybody an advantage and it didn't cause a fight or have people whatever in college, let it go. Don't let those kind of things decide games.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the funniest dances the Oakland Raider running back did, and the coach was asked about it in the press conference after the game. He said, "I almost joined him."
Right, absolutely.
Late.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is a game supposed to be fun, isn't it?
That was fun. The chief that took a nap on the ball. See, that's classic. Huh?
Did you see this one, Bubba? Doing the jump rope in.
Hey, will you grab my phone to me real quick? You want me to throw your phone to you? All right, you can catch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you looking for senior?
Throwing it!
Pretty short throw there.
Yeah, I went short. I'm sorry.
Rick, Arizona man, 48, is bitten twice by a rattlesnake after playing with it in front of his children.
That's a way to go.
He suddenly decided to grab and play with it like he used to do back in the day.
Well, kids saw it. I just went and grabbed it. I was showing them how to catch it, and I was playing with it like little kids would do. That's how you play a snake, and I wasn't thinking. I was showing off like I always do. And this time it got me on the neck.
And it's not Pratt's first snake bite, so he immediately knew what to do this time around.
I know it takes 8 seconds for the thing to go to your body. So I went to the nearest hospital and just concentrated my mind that what's going to happen. And just kept my mind strong. Kept focused.
Dr. Stephen Curry at Banner University Medical Center took care of Pratt while he was in ICU.
Can he, I mean, is that
You can see
normal,
that
or can he
coming.
not
No,
talk from the...
You what? You killed what?
A copperhead at the house.
They're everywhere. This is their time of year right now.
Everywhere. I had 2 in my cars. I got them out though safely.
Speedy, how'd you kill it?
Flathead shovel. Wow. I mean, I about dug a hole. I was hitting it so hard. I was like,
Just forget it. Don't hurt yourself.
Here, I got you. This is why you gotta have one of these ready to go always. You go away from yourself. Away from yourself.
I got 12 stitches in my face one time doing this.
Cutting towards himself. Buddy, that could have gotten your jug.
Yeah, Hannibal Hawk Bill Nye.
Yeah.
I went,
Damn! Should Jamel Hill be fired? And what's the closest you've ever been to being fired?
oh wow. I just want the Jamel Hill thing to be consistent. If you're ESPN and if Schilling got fired, then yes, she should be fired. Either they both get fired or they both get to stay. So that's my opinion on that. For me, the closest I've ever been to getting fired is when I woke up and when I was doing morning radio before this, and I woke up and someone was banging on my door, and I screamed at the door, "Do you know what time it is?" And when I opened it, my boss was standing there with the sun coming up and says, "The question is, do you know what time it is?" So that was not good.
Jamel Hill, I don't really care if she should be fired or not. It's all about consistency. As far as me, I cannot talk about it. It was pretty bad.
What's the closest you've ever been to being fired?
Never.
I'll answer that for you right now.
Oh, okay.
Now get out of here. What's the closest you've ever been to being fired?
I actually was fired. Well, the place was really unorganized, so they hired me. And then I'd taken the weekend off to go to my cousin's wedding. So I called them that Monday. They're like, "You've missed a couple shifts and haven't called in. We left you messages and everything." The last message I had on my phone from them was about orientation.
I worked for my dad in high school. That ended quickly.
They set a precedent when they did. You can't, your public opinion outside of, on the air, even on your own Twitter, can still be used against you. And if we don't like it, we can fire you. So based on that, she should be fired.
That's right.
The closest
Right, Greg.
I've ever came to being fired, let me think back. And even none of my, what I consider real jobs, I don't think, unless I've been close here and don't know it. We were, when I worked at Food World, we were damaging, like cookies, damaging the pack on purpose so we could eat them. We'd take one, if we saw it, we'd run for it, go, "Oh, damage!"
Oh, no.
And they put it in the damage pile, we'd go by and get us one. We did get called in for that.
What's the measuring stick? Let's just be consistent. That's all we're asking for is consistency across the board. And I think she's misusing her terms. I mean, it's obvious she doesn't like Trump, but he's not a white supremacist. There's other issues you don't like about him, but I think you're not doing justice to that term. Well, it's shortly after the show began back in Gadsden. We were doing a remote at the mall during lunch, and we were at a pita shop, and I tried to invite all the pita eaters to come down and have lunch with us, but I had a little stumble there trying to say pita. You can figure that one out.
And I said, I was one of my buddies. I was like, "Man, what are y'all doing? Y'all know what time it is?" And also opened up, and there's your boss standing there in his suit, sun up over the back and said, "The question is, do you know what time it is?"